think Adam Randall said Coach Lee showed you guys a video of Batman where he was trapped in the cave and kind of forgot who he was, never remembered who he was, and then to escape.
Yes, sir.
Just curious, like, what you know where that was from? Was that from the Dark Knight Rising movie, or was it from like a cartoon or a TV show?
I mean, I watched all the Batman movies, the new ones, and the ones with the original ones, but I ain't never seen that part. But so I'm pretty sure it's from a cartoon. But I do remember everything. From watching that, from what he was talking about with the Batman and stuff, everything he said about like the amnesia and stuff, that kind of stuck to me a little bit, and I had wrote it down in my book because go back and watch that episode. So
how did it kind of resonate with you and the team, just knowing that you guys didn't have the kind of stuff that you wanted, but you're able to, if you remember who you guys are, you kind of get out of the funk that you guys are.
Yes, sir. Really just. It goes all with it, just remembering who we are, from the beginning, we're a great team, and, we just, had some adversity, at the beginning, but, it's not about, how you really start, it's about how you finish, it's not about, getting knocked down, it's about how you get back up. So, and that's what Coach Swinney preaches, and that's what we live by, every day, going to practice, going to meetings, doing everything the same way we would, if we were game planning on LSU, the same way. Yes, sir.
Just what have you seen so far on tape about Boston College?
Oh, they're a really, they're a really great team. They're disciplined, tough team. Probably one of the bigger O-lines we're probably gonna face. But yeah, like I said, they run to the ball, they fly to the ball, they, show a lot of effort. So, just really love, just watching them on film. You can see the guys. You be like, oh yeah, this team's they're physical, tough, and they're gonna rally to the ball.
What does it mean to play for a program like Clemson to you?
It means everything. Just being here. I mean, everybody know my journey, from where I started to where I am now. Just being here, like I said, my love for Clemson still the same as, when I got here in January. Still the same as, when I came on my visit here. Nothing's changed. I still love, love everything about being here. The football, the coaches, the family, really just being closer to home. Everything just perfect with me just being here.
What do you think sets Clemson apart from other programs?
I would say everything. Really, everything. I feel like how they treat you off the field. Outside of the football part. It's really trying to develop you as a man. Because ain't nobody ever gonna play football forever. So really, just life after football, and that's really big on what I stand for. And they do a really good job on helping us. Just getting through it. Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel like your connection with Cade is developing?
Really, really good. I love Cade. Cade live, really close to me, so I see him every day. We always make jokes with each other. He texted me actually last night and said, out of nowhere, just, I love you, man, and that just, resonates with me. Seeing him just, taking his time out of his day to just send me a simple text message like that, and I really love that guy. So, yes, sir.
Going back to the Batman reference, do you guys kind of think you kind of forgot who you guys were? I mean, the one at the start.
What do you mean by that?
I guess were you guys confident just shaking just because of how the way this disappointing start to the season?
Nah, I feel like we always confident. We never lost that. We always confident, going into every day of practice, attacking each day, like it's the last day. So I feel like, the Batman part, that just, we don't play to a record. We play to a standard here. So we really just, don't really try to worry about, the record and just try to play to the standard, which is the best here.
Tristan, can you talk about that first play against North Carolina, double pass? How did that play set the tone and just, kind of make the offense feel free?
Okay, so before, I think we were warming up, and I told TJ, because I knew the play was coming. I told TJ, I was like, man, you got to score. I know you're going to score in the first play of the game. So really just talk that into some existence, because I knew, with the, with Antonio Williams catching the pass and, throwing the I knew he was going to score on the first play of the game. And just seeing TJ run down that sideline, I was trying to be the first one, to greet him, coming out the field. So, when I seen that and we threw that, I'm like, yeah, we got to roll now. That just really, shot, up for, what's coming for the rest of the game, man. We played really good out there.
Tristan, looking back to the Syracuse game, you seemed to get pretty fired up after that catch you made extra effort on. Why did you have that kind of reaction, and just what does that mean to you?
I had that reaction because, that was really my first, big catch, and made a couple guys miss, but really because, the standard, like I said, is the best, whether it's the first quarter or the third quarter, fourth quarter, anything, do that can, help change the momentum of the game is always a good play. And right after I did that, we scored the very next play, and I was fired up more about us scoring the next play than me, making that play. So really, that's all it is, playing to a standard and, just making plays, trying to make plays for the team and help the team win.
Are there any current NFL players that you kind of study or try to model your game after?
I would say not really any NFL players. I watch a lot of college players, a lot of college receivers. But I would say from the NFL, I like watching a lot of Justin Jefferson, DeAndre Hopkins, really just like a lot of smaller, quick guys, so I can add some, what they got in their game to my game, since I'm already tall. So, I mean, I feel like I have a more advantage of being a jump ball guy, but, I like being twitchy, making guys miss. So really watching short, fast guys like that.
So who would those other college guys be that you're talking about?
Oh, I got a lot of them. TJ Moore, Antonio Williams, Brian Wesco. Yeah, I got a lot of them. So really just watching those guys, trying to pick up from their game and add it to my game.
How is it like being in a room with those guys? Like, do they help you get better every day and push you to be better and just the effort that they bring?
Oh, yes, ma'am. It's a competition every day within ourselves. Really just, seeing, we had practice and whether it's 7-on-7 or, one-on-ones or, watching them guys make plays, it make you want to go make a play. That's just the competitive edge that we have in that receiver room. And, that we're going to keep building on that because, like I said, it's a long season and we got a lot of more games. And really just seeing those guys make plays, man, that's like wow, I'm really around, these guys that make plays every single day for this team, and, really just trying to, make sure I hold my part, make plays right along with them.
What was it like in the locker room post-game after you received Coach Matt who gave Cade that Batman t-shirt? Just how cool was that celebration for you and the team?
I mean, when I went in the locker room, when we went, we danced. So that's the first thing I seen and noticed when I went in the locker room. Everybody was just dancing. Everybody was hyped. But when I seen the shirt, I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, that's the perfect, kind of example for this team, man. When I seen the shirt, I'm like, I don't know where they got it from. I was just like, I just seen Cade wearing it, and I was like, oh, yeah.
I guess for you, your snaps have kind of increased over the past 2 games. Just how you kind of embrace more of a role to have more of an impact for the team.
Sir?
I said your snaps have kind of increased over the past 2 games. How have you kind of embraced your role, just having a bigger role in the offense?
Really, I don't never really look at that. I really just kind of look at, practicing like I'm a starter, practicing like, I'm first round, the first overall pick, so that way when I get in the game, I don't really have to do anything different. Just try to practice so when my time comes, I'm always ready. And when the plays come my way, I try to make the play every single time. Every single time I try to go make that play to help the team. So really just like seeing the team and just how we playing and stuff. I like winning, and that's what we doing. So, anything to help the teams win.
On the jump ball that you caught on the right side there, kind of taking through that play, Cade throwing it up to you with in-man coverage there.
Yes, sir. Really just Cade giving me a chance, with the balls. It wasn't man, it was cover 2. So he just threw it up to where I can go get it, and I'm like, yeah, I got to meet my quarterback. That was a great ball, first off. That was a great ball. And he just put it up there where I can just go up and get it. And just try to do my job, catch the ball, and, move the chains.
Do you think the win has built more confidence in the offense and Cade?
Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Most definitely. Like I said, Batman. We're going back to the Batman. Cade's a really, really good quarterback. We got a really good line, really good running back, really good playmakers on the edge. So really it starts with everybody, just doing their jobs. And that's what we do. We make everybody make plays, and that's the offense. That's what it looks like. Clemson offense, I remember, before I came here, just when I came on my visit, just watching all those highlights on the TVs in the room and stuff, I'm like, man, hey, them boys look good out there. So really just, that takes me back to watching those highlights and stuff on the screen when I first got here.
Did you grow up watching Clemson?
I actually didn't. I grew up really just, I don't even remember for real. I know I grew up watching just a lot of highlights, a lot of player highlights, a lot of NFL receivers, a lot of receiver highlights. But I played when NCAA came out first. My team that I accidentally picked was Clemson because I was trying to play the game too quick, and I just clicked Clemson. And I just started playing with them, which is kind of crazy because I'm here now. But yes, ma'am.
Any questions for Tristan from Zoom? Anyone else in the room? Thank you, Tristan.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.